realizing that he's on the verge of suicide. I realize it's not alright. I'll find my way to idolize it.
Yo, what is up guys? It's Misery back at it, another video. Today is a little something different. It's a tutorial, so I'm gonna be showing you guys how to macro edit on controller like this. I know it does say that I'm like switching, that I'm on like keyboard and mouse. You might think I'm using my keyboard and mouse to macro. I'm actually using my controller, but it's just switching the inputs so fast that it's like I'm still using my controller, like I'm clicking the button on my controller macro. Just watch really closely and you can see it spamming back and forth. That's basically what's happening. Alright guys, so basically how you get this macro is you're going to search up anti-micro. You might have seen this before for the scroll wheel reset if you've ever done this before, but basically you're going to go here, download this. It's safe for your computer, don't worry. And then let it download, do its thing, save the file, go to your file explorer. Let me pull mine up here. Then you're going to go to your downloads because it'll be in your downloads, and then you're going to just double click it and do the setup and everything. You guys have definitely done something like this before with any program you download, so just double click it, it'll do the setup, and then it's going to open you up to a page that looks like this. And if your controller isn't plugged in, it'll look like that, so you make sure you plug your controller into your PC. It'll pop up like this, and then that's pretty much it for the setup. Alright, now how you guys are going to get lower input delay, the macro, literally everything. So the first thing you want to do is go to your right trigger right here, right? So you can click your right trigger, just make sure, yeah, it's right there. Then you're going to set the dead zone to the lowest it can go. You're going to do the same thing for the left trigger, and what that basically does, it means it'll place your walls and your stairs really fast. Like if you place it, it just places instantly, like there's no delay. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels really nice, so I'd recommend doing that. You can try different things. And then for up here, if you set your dead zone to 0, it'll feel super responsive and stuff. Like your sensitivity might feel a little bit raised, but in the end it's worth it because if you get used to it, it's just super like low delay, nothing. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your options, and then you're going to go to your options, your settings, and then you're going to go to the general, just the first one here. And so the first thing you want to do is, this will be set to like 10 milliseconds for you guys probably, or it's 10 or 5, I can't remember. Set it to 1, so the lowest input delay you can. Then have this selected, have this selected, and have these two selected, just the exact same settings as me, and then click enable, set that to 0 and set that to 0. So basically what that'll do is this will open it. Every time you start your PC up, it'll launch this like anti-micro thing. It'll minimize it to the taskbar for you instantly, and then everything will be ready. So once you're done all of that, you can go, so whatever button you want to be your macro, click it on your controller. So for me, I want to do down on D-pad. So I find it right here. This is the down on the D-pad right here. So you wanted to do B, you could do B right here. So you wanted to do X, you could do X right here. But for me, I want to do down on D-pad. So I'm going to click on the button. I'm going to go to advanced. I'm going to go to turbo. I'm going to click enabled. And then I'm going to select this and pull it all the way down to the lowest it'll go. For you, it'll probably be something like, For you, it'll be something like this. So you're just going to want to click enabled and drag that to the lowest. Then you're going to go to your assignments. None of this will be here yet. So what you're going to want to do, make sure it's set to blank or KBM, right? You click this one, then you click G, then you click on cycle for the next one. You insert a cycle, then you click this, then you click R, then you go here, cycle, insert, and that's literally it. That's going to be the macro right there. You don't have to mess with any of these settings. That'll be your macro. So when you click whatever button you want to or hold it, it'll just spam the edit, because it'll spam G, it'll move to the R, then it'll hit the R, then it'll move to the cycle, and then it'll go back to G, and it'll do it over and over and over, right? Because your turbo is set to as low as it can go. So after you're done that, you're going to close all this stuff. You just can click close, it'll be fine. Then what you want to do is you want to click save as, and then you can save it wherever you want on your computer. You could save it to your desktop, your pictures, your documents, and then just save it and name it whatever you want, okay? And then after you do that, you click save. I've already done it, so I don't need to do it again. And then after that, you don't want to close it. You're just going to want to minimize it, or you can move it to a second monitor if you have one. I just like to minimize it. And that's literally it, guys. That's how you set up the macro. And I'm going to switch screens. I'm going to show you how to set up the keybinds now. Okay. Alright guys, so before the macro will work, all you guys got to do is, after you have your anti-macro thing set up, alright, it's pulled up, make sure you only minimize, don't close, just minimize, and you've saved it and everything. You're going to go to your game settings, you're going to scroll down on your keybinds, alright? You're going to go down, you're going to set building edit to G, and you're going to set select building edit to R. And that's literally it. It'll just start working like that. All you gotta do is hold down the button that you chose. So I chose down on D-pad, right? So I hold that down and it'll spam edits. That's literally all you guys have to do. Quick, simple tutorial. I hope this helped. Drop something in the comments if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys later. Peace. Also guys, one final thing is, I don't know why this works, but it just does. Basically, if you set your down on D-pad or your emote picker or whatever, because this is what emote picker usually is, you go to the down on D-pad, right? You select it and you set it to switch mode /edit, but you leave your regular edit bind, right? Just leave it as it is, but set that there. If you're just editing normally, it's actually so much smoother. I don't know why it is, but I'm still getting used to it, but just try it. It feels so much more crisp. I don't know why it works, but it just does. Because this is just my regular editing, and then the macro, of course, but yeah, try that out too.